Hey everybody, welcome to a beautiful Thursday in October. Um, Today's topic, I wanted to talk about stress and the various forms of stress and how to deal with stress if you're multiple. One of the things that I have discovered is that recently my workload at work and my workload are they're conflicting a little bit. I just got offered a full-time position. I've been a contractor for 4 years, and I was just offered a full-time position on the help desk where I've been working, and part of that is I have to study for a Microsoft certification. And I'm not a fast reader by any means, because of the part of the abuse that I received as a child. It has caused problems with my reading speed. And then on top of having to study for that test, I have a large workload for school. I'm a junior, and after the spring semester, I'll have about 6 classes left to take, and then I'll graduate. But I digress. One of the things that I've discovered is that I'm under a great amount of stress, and it's affected me physically. I've had problems sleeping. I've had a series of headaches. My stomach issue, I don't know how many of you remember that earlier this year, in like January, between January and May, I had a bout of gastric paresis, which is the stomach muscles. My stomach muscles were mildly paralyzed, and I wasn't digesting food very well. So I was eating a lot of soup. And trust me, you become a soup connoisseur in those situations. Healthy Choice is a really good brand. I think it's Healthy Choice or Health Selections, whichever. But so I thought about ways that I could reduce my stress or just kind of refocus the stress into something a little bit more positive. So, and then I started thinking about, well, I know I'm under a lot of stress. I have to assume that my gang is under a lot of stress too. So, the other day when we were out, I went to the knowledge tree. I don't know how many of you have a knowledge tree where you live, but it is a fascinating place, and I absolutely love it. It's just school supplies for students and teachers, and it's just learning tools and school supplies, and it's just a wonderment. It's a wonderland for people like me. And so I went in there, and I said, I told my gang, I said, if there's anything that you see that's interesting, let me know, and I'll get it for you. And that was one way that that I helped them relieve stress, was involving them in what I was doing that wasn't work related or school related. They have been going apeshit about all the stuff that I have to do, and that doesn't help my stress level. One of the things that has helped me a lot is letting one or two of them who's feeling the most stress come out and experience something fun that has nothing to do with work, that has nothing to do with school, that is completely separate and individualized from the thing that's causing the stress. I also let them, a lot of people call it free writing, but what it is for me is that I let them have control of my hands, and I'll just let them write something. That's one way that I've helped them relieve some of their stress. And of course, it's all individualized. This is completely up to how you and your system works. If you're an artist or a painter, sculptor, you do graphic designs or websites. If you do anything artistic, try that. Try letting them just have use of your hands and just see what they produce. Sometimes they don't communicate internally very well. Sometimes they have problems communicating exactly how they're feeling. But if they have the opportunity to just express how they're feeling in their way, sometimes that helps them get their angst out. That helps them get their stress out. You have to keep in mind, and you have to understand that as much as you are an individual, you are a crowd of one. There's many of you. There's multiple aspects of you, and each one of those aspects need to express themselves in order to go from point A to point M. Each little step is a point of their progress, and it's a point of them coming back to you. Seeing them as individuals and then treating their symptoms as their individuals helps them come back into the whole that is you, if that makes any sense. And by letting them relieve their stress in a constructive way, let's make sure we point that out, a constructive way, then that will actually help you relieve your stress. When you're not feeling the multitude of stress that several alters feel, then you're better able to deal with your own stress and move on from that point. So that's what I have been doing the last couple of days, is I've let them relieve their stress. And one of the things, I find this very funny, one of the things that one of my alters wanted to get at the knowledge tree was a new dictionary. How nerdy is that? That's very nerdy. And one of the littles just wanted a jumbo pack of paper clips. Or this is just a regular size of jumbo paper clips. Yeah, it makes them happy. So sometimes you never need to understand what makes them happy, and just appreciate what makes them happy. Because once you do that, then they see that you appreciate them and everything that they did for you. And that helps them heal. And that also helps them deal with the large amount of stress that, if you think about it, they have felt since the day they were created. Okay? They have lived in a constant stream of stress. And just letting them know that you're there for them now, that it can be flip-flopped. As much as they were there for you many years ago, now it's time for you to be there for them. Finding ways to deal with the stress on different levels, finding ways to help them deal with their stress, will help you, in the end, deal with your stress. I hope this was helpful. It was kind of scatterbrained because I do have a lot to think about. But since I let them go shopping, things have been feeling a little better, a little bit more together, and I'm able to think more clearly. So I just thought I would share this experience and hope that in some way it helps you. And I hope it does. Talk to you guys later.